What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha. Nice to meet you all. Get in here because we've got quite a bit to get on into. So I feel like I've been promising you guys this Brad Pitt video for what feels like a month and a half.
Well, yes.
So I do apologize, but better late than never. I'm going to go ahead and talk about these Brad Pitt allegations that Angelina Jolie has made against him, and so have their kids. Now, it really is an intense, dark situation and story, and with me reading some articles, and again, I'm going to read it out for you guys so we all are on the same page of what's been alleged and what's been put out there. It really is a sad situation, and I think that it really just goes to show that you really should not be hyping up someone's relationship and say, oh my god, I want what they have, because you truly do not want what they have, neither do you really know what they have. And I think that it's something that we don't necessarily do as much, but I do remember a time when we were younger where we used to be like, oh my god, these people are so good looking, like this interaction that they have together that's been caught on camera is amazing, like I love that for them, I'm so jealous. But it's like, no bro, like I'd rather just be single, doing me, not having to worry about somebody else, and yeah, just knowing and being aware of my actions. And I don't know, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. At the end of the day, love is a beautiful thing, and I think if you get to truly witness it, then it's an
Shut when you think about it.
There were a lot of people who used to hype up Angelina and Brad's relationship and see them as couple goals and like aesthetically pleasing couples, and it's also stupid, isn't it? I mean, they are very attractive, like equally, and then when you put them together, it's like bombshells, you know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, you never really know what it is that a couple is going through, and I wanted to just sit down and have like a real chill, laid back chat with you guys. And you know, obviously I'm down to know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Now, we do not know these people at all. We do not know what they're like as a whole, let alone in a relationship. We do not know their toxic traits. We don't know how they interact with each other when there's no cameras. And I think that things can look so great in the beginning, but then when money gets in the way, when power is in the way, when there's opportunity, when there's kids in the way, things just go sour and just take a left very quickly. And I think that's something to really consider here. Angelina Jolie is standing on business and is letting this be known that I'm willing to do absolutely anything, and I'm willing to take my time if it means that the whole world is going to find out that Brad Pitt is abusive, doesn't know how to treat his kids, and just not a nice man whatsoever. Now, Brad Pitt is somebody who has been favored in the industry, I think, for a very long time now. I think that everybody has a past, absolutely, but when it comes to people like Brad Pitt, and when I mean people like Brad Pitt, prominent figures in the industry who have made the connections, who have been in the industry working since they were very young, it's hard to take away someone like that from the industry. I'm just going to be very straight up about it. I think that he benefits, from pretty privilege. Has always done that, and probably will forever always do that. Till this day, people are like, oh my god, he's so handsome, he's so handsome, he's so handsome, like he's a silver fox. Like, people love to just like gas him up, and I think that he's somebody who has been gassed up his entire life. Now, again, I get the hype. I think he's a very fine man, but that leaves the window as soon as you are toxic, disrespectful, abusive, don't know how to treat women, don't know how to communicate. Like, when you open your mouth and spit venom, then everything else just leaves the door. It's not important. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these tabloids will make headlines, and I mean a lot of them. I mean, do you remember when, okay, here's an example. Do you remember when Gypsy Rose was released from prison? Everybody was going crazy. It was breaking news. There was 1,000,001 different tabloids and media sites that I didn't even know about coming forward and making headlines. I'm like, oh my god, Gypsy Rose is out. Like, what's she gonna do? What's her Instagram look like? Shut the flip up. Like, you look stupid. But anyways, that happened. It feels like when it comes to this whole Angelina Jolie situation and Brad Pitt, there isn't a lot of headlines out there, especially from the popular media sites in which, you know, you would think they'll come through and like shed some light on what's going on or what's been alleged, but it's all stum, and they care more about Gypsy Rose. My reason for kind of like not making this video as soon as I wanted to make it initially is because I didn't even realize how dark it was going to get. Like, I knew it was pretty dark, and I knew that there was like a whole plane situation, which we're really going to get on into because that is actually insane. But I knew it would be intense, but I just didn't know how intense it was going to get. And even me making this video, I'm probably going to, if you guys want, to do more of a follow-up, because I think more and more things will be coming out as the months go on. And this is a situation that has been, this is not a new situation. I do want to clarify that this is nothing that's just coming out of 2024. There's something that's been, you know, years pending. It's also very interesting how their daughter Shiloh, as soon as she turned 18, the first thing she wanted to do, girl, wasn't even, well, she can't hit the clubs in America because the legal age is 21. So I was really going to make a joke there, but that didn't work. As soon as she turned 18, she was like, girl, I'm trying to drop my last name. That's insane. To drop your father's last name, I mean, you have to have a pretty good reason. They must have either done something to you in which you feel like they just can't come back from. Like, I don't want to even have an amicable relationship with them. I just literally want to cut ties with them. But that's something that you literally it's not like a decision that you think of overnight. That's something that has been years in the making. Do you know what I mean? Like, to literally want to drop your father's last name means that they've done something absolutely horrible to you personally, or that you've witnessed that you believe they can never, ever, ever come back from. So that's what it's giving me with that whole Shiloh situation. Now, to my knowledge anyways, I don't think that they had approved of that, or I think it's still going to be a pending thing. Yeah, you're my dad biologically, but like, if I can do anything in my power to remove that, then I will. That's what it's very much giving. The headline here says Brad Pitt child abuse allegations, what we know and what we don't. And this was also written back in 2023, so just bear that in mind. Brad Pitt's relationship with his children has become a talking point following reports that one of his sons attacked him in a social media rant years after the actor had been investigated and cleared over child abuse allegations. Now, whilst this is a point, Angelina Jolie is saying, no, this is not enough. I need to let the whole world know. I need the courts. I need justice for the situation. I need justice for the havoc this man has put me and my kids through. Brad Pitt and his ex-wife, Angelina Jolie, announced their separation in September of 2016, 2 years after their August 2014 wedding. Wait, hold on a second. Also, I want to just preface this real quickly. I love pop culture. I love celebrities, gossip, we kiki, we have fun, and then we go about our day, right? Like that's been me for years and years now, right? Love me some pop culture, but I think I had been more invested with like musicians as opposed to actors and actresses. Now, obviously, I know who Angelina and Brad Pitt are. Like, I literally watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I think it was a year ago. Lord, that was a good movie. That was actually a really good movie, and I believe that's where they first met. They've been together for a very, very long time, so it's very interesting how they had only gotten married in 2014. They got together in 2004 and then married in 2014, which means it's been 10 years. For me personally, no one asked, but I mean, it's my channel, and I'm going to give my unsolicited opinions. I don't know if I'd wait that long to get married, but hey-ho. If she likes it, I love it. Well, clearly she didn't like it because they're not together anymore. Clearly they didn't like it. But, okay, all jokes aside though, guys, are you waiting 10 years to get married to someone that you've been with for a long time? Or I'm just thinking, like, at their age, and look, at their age for me personally, after like 5 years, sure. But I also say this now, you never know how, but their situation is different because they're rich and famous. Like, fair enough, like for a regular schmegular couple, they might not have the finances and the funds for like the perfect ring or the perfect wedding. I don't know, this just seems a bit strange to me, but hey. Jolie announced her separation in September of 2016, 2 years after the August 2014 wedding. Jolie filed for divorce citing, how do you pronounce this word? I was reading this article and I was like, bro, how do I pronounce it? I'm gonna keep this in there so you guys know that like I have my days where like I can't even pronounce stuff too. It happens to everyone. Is it irreconcilable? Turn this on. Turn it on. Irreconcilable. I don't know. But you know what I mean. Irreconcilable. Guys, I don't know what was happening to me this day when I recorded this video. A few days ago, I was glitching. It was definitely too early in the morning. Should not be up. At least I look cute while sounding dumb. Okay? Now, imagine sounding dumb and not looking cute. And let me stop it. But irreconcilable is the word, Keisha. And to anyone else who didn't even know how to pronounce it, well, there you go. You learned a new word. Differences. The divorce saw the The divorce saw the screen stars locked in a custody battle over their 6 children. The Mr. and Mrs. Smith co-stars are the parents of Maddox, age 22, Pax, 19, Zara, 18, Shiloh, 17 at the time, and 15-year-old twins Knox and Vivian. Maddox was adopted from Cambodia, Pax was adopted from Vietnam, and Zara was adopted from Ethiopia. The 3 remaining children are biological. According to the Daily Mail, Pax shared a post on his private Instagram account in which he slams Brad Pitt on Father's Day of 2020. A screenshot of the post in question shows Pax calling Brad Pitt an awful human being. A caption alongside a photo of Pitt accepting his Oscar at the 2020 Academy Awards read, "Happy Father's Day to the world-class a-hole. You time and time again prove yourself to be a terrible and despicable person." Jeez. This person is going off. You have no consideration or empathy towards your 4 youngest children who tremble in fear when in your presence. You will never understand the damage you have done to my family. This is somebody who's clearly hurt, clearly gone through something or several things. The post continued, "You have made the lives of those closest to me a constant hell. You may tell yourself in the world whatever you want, but the truth will come to light someday. So happy Father's Day, you effing awful human being." Wow. I felt like this person was talking to me even though I'm not a father and I'm not no man. I'm like, psh, psh, psh. I'm like, shots. And I'm not talking alcohol. This is what he posted for his mother. He said, "Happy Mother's Day to this amazing person. Love you forever and always." Isn't it very interesting how a lot of the times Angelina will be seen with all the kids on the red carpet, premieres and everything, any project she has, but then with Brad Pitt, it's like you don't see the kids in sight. And of course, you don't have to attend every goddamn red carpet with your kids, but it's very interesting that she does. Now, some people may look at it and be like, okay, maybe she's trying to get the world to know that the kids are on her side. Is it like a performative kind of thing? I don't know. There's a million and one questions probably asked, but I feel as though it's very interesting how this continuously happens. And then for him, he's like just going to the red carpet by himself, or maybe with like a partner or something. The last red carpet they were all together was obviously when they were together, like married. It was 2014. This was Maleficent red carpet. But then I can literally pull up a bunch of pictures, which I'm going to right now, where Angelina is besides all her kids. Rob, girl, that is the wrong man. Brad is literally just alone on the carpet. I don't know, there could be more to that, but I thought it was very much worth including in this video. To have the child kind of confirm what Angelina has been saying for years now, you know, I guess a lot of people are like, okay, Angelina really isn't telling a lie here. Now, it just really is interesting how this works, because in my opinion, I think Angelina, and I don't think she's no saint, I think that she's probably done stuff in a relationship in which she's probably had some toxic things said and maybe done, right? But in the situation of abuse and mistreatment when it comes to kids and all of that, right? I think Angelina's just trying to protect her kids at the end of the day. Citing an unnamed source, the Daily Mail reported that the Instagram story post was unusual for Pax, who had been 16 at the time. The alleged post had revived attention on Jolie's allegation that Brad Pitt was violent towards her and their children abroad on a private jet flight in 2016. Details of the allegations were laid out in copies of FBI investigation documents obtained by Newsweek in August of 2022. Now let's go ahead and touch more upon that. So inside Jolie's allegations against Brad Pitt on flight fight that ended their marriage. I don't know whether this is definite, but I have heard some stories. And it's not just people in Hollywood, but people in the regular schmegular world. They go through these situations too in their marriages. Now, I believe things were rosy and beautiful in the beginning. They were very heavily attracted to each other. And, you know, I have arm candy on me. You know what I mean? Constantly being packed. Like, I love that lifestyle. I love that for me. I love the fact that I'm with an actor. I love the fact that I'm with an actress, right? And things were beautiful in the beginning. And then I think things started to get rocky when this could be it. I'm going to give a few examples here. It could be a thing of where, now that I have Angelina Jolie, who is like absolutely hot, the girls want her or they want to be her. I don't feel like I have to try anymore. I don't feel like I want to do anything anymore. I feel like the world has literally boosted my ego. My ego is boosted. There isn't much I can really taint it. I'm quite cocky. The whole world knows I'm good looking. I look at myself and think I'm really good looking. That's the vibe that Brad Pitt's always given me. Maybe they just fell out of love with each other and the spark they got in the beginning just isn't the spark they have. And that's normal for a lot of relationships. I do wonder why they left it too late though to get married. But too late, I mean, that's just my opinion though. Maybe that was the perfect timing for them. I feel like you can't rush. I was gonna say you can't rush greatness, but it wasn't great in the end, was it? But nothing can condone abuse. That's the thing. Whether you're out of love with someone or maybe nothing can condone abuse. You don't want to abuse someone anymore. You keep it cute. You keep it stepping. Is how I try and see it, you know? But all of this, not stepping in to be there for your kids or like favoring kids, because that's what it's kind of giving me. Or you just not showing up for your kids. It's like, what's the point of having kids then? What's the point of going through the adoption system if you knew you weren't truly going to be there and you're just going to hand it to Angelina to do all the work? A lot of them seem to show support with their mother and stand in solidarity with their mother as opposed to their father. So that in itself is saying a lot. While it had long been speculated that a confrontation on a plane flying from France to LA led to the demise of Pitt and Jolie's marriage, a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit filed by Jane Doe earlier in 2022 sought the release of the FBI documents detailing the string of allegations from the flight in question. It was reported by Puck News that Jolie was the Jane Doe who had filed the lawsuit against the Justice Department seeking a more thorough probe of government records related to the investigation. Details of Jolie's interview with FBI officials include allegations that Pitt yelled at her on the long-haul flight on September 14th, 2016, grabbed her by her head, shook her, and pushed her into the bathroom wall. Jolie also alleged to the FBI that Brad Pitt looked like he was going to attack one of the couple's children after they called him a, what's the P word? The P word that ends with a K. Is my brain slow?
Well, yes.
How many letters is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prompting her to place her then husband in a chokehold from behind in the bid to restrain him. Wow. So basically things got pretty physical on that jet. Okay? In her statement, Jolie alleged that Pitt was intoxicated and argumentative, allegedly leaving their children, all of whom were minors at the time, frightened. Jolie alleged that their children were reluctant to use the restroom for fear of drawing attention from Brad Pitt, who she said had consumed multiple alcoholic beverages. Pitt was also accused by Jolie of pouring beer on her and the blanket she was under. Sorry? When she was lying on a bed. In all, Jolie alleged that Brad Pitt caused $25,000 worth of damage to the plane by spilling red wine around the aircraft. Now, these planes ain't cheap. $25,000. I mean, that's light work for them, but still, that's money. Do you know what I mean? That's cha-ching. Through parts of the flight, Jolie told FBI officials that she was frozen, scared, and didn't know what to do in reaction to Pitt, who she accused of yelling at her, "You broke up your family." That's just toxic. Like, this is just like time and place. Like, if you don't want to be with each other anymore, have that conversation in a mature manner. Maybe not with the kids to begin with, so that you can process your thoughts, or maybe process it alone first. Come together. You have children, and not just one child. You have several children here. Their hearts are going to be crushed. There's a lot of things they should not be witnessing. To scream and yell at someone and say you broke up your family, even if it is true, which I do think it is probably something that they both have done collectively. I just don't feel like it was appropriate to be done on a plane. That plane ride home is hella awkward, because like, I get it, there's private jets that are huge, but it's also like smaller private jets too. So I'm thinking like, I'm trying to like picture it, like, so you did all of that, and then where did you go and sit? Like, did you go sit near the pilot? Like, I'm just trying to picture it. I'm sorry, like, what, you just sitting there quietly, or you just like yelling the whole plane ride home? Because then that's just tough for the kids. It's like, yeah, I can be on my phone, but like, you're also hella annoying because I have to hear the yelling constantly from you. And then when we go home, it's the same thing. It's just like, you know, when something could have been avoided, it sucks even more. Stating that she felt like a hostage on the flight. She said in the documents that she told her children to gather their bags together quickly once the plane landed and wait by the door, explaining that she wanted to take the children to a hotel to sleep for 12 hours as they had not rested. "You're not taking my effing kids," she claimed Pitt told her as they attempted to deplane, allegedly leading to another heated confrontation. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a whole bunch of bickering, a whole bunch of going back and forth. I feel like Brad Pitt, so far from what I'm reading anyways, is coming across as somebody who you can't even communicate or talk to, somebody who's just like, it's my way or nothing at all. And to get through to someone like that is a lot. Allegedly leading to another heated confrontation, Jolie estimated that Pitt kept them from disembarking for more than 20 minutes. 20 minutes of arguing is insane. 20 minutes in general is like, okay, you know what, that's fine, it's fine. Like, I'll just stand here and wait for 20 minutes in the queue, right? It depends what I'm waiting for, but you get what I mean. But 20 minutes of arguing, back and forth, yelling, wow. Jolie stated that she had sustained injuries to her back and elbow, as well as a rug burn type wound on her hand as a result of the alleged altercations, while Pitt had a scratch that she told FBI agents could have been from her. Following pages of allegations, it was revealed in the documents that Pitt had been subsequently cleared of any wrongdoing. A statement in the FBI documents reads, "This author provided both assistant United States attorneys copies of a probable cause statement related to this incident. After reviewing the documents, a representative of the United States Attorney's Office discussed the merits of this investigations with the case agent. It was agreed by all parties that criminal charges in this case would not be pursued due to several factors." The FBI also said in a statement at the time that no charges were filed on the matter. In the response of allegations made following a flight within the special aircraft, Brad Pitt and his children, the FBI has conducted a review of the circumstances and will not pursue further investigations. No charges have been filed in the matter. A source close to Pitt told Newsweek that all parties have had this information for nearly 6 years, and it was used in previous legal proceedings. There is nothing new here, and it serves no purpose other than being a media stunt meant to inflict pain. Wow. People are saying cancel Brad Pitt. He's not going to be cancelled respectfully. He's a white male. He is someone who benefits from white privilege and pretty privilege. So, you know, it's going to be hard. And he's also a male. So I just feel really bad for the kids, and the fact that we're involving courts and police, it is a lot. There's no peace of mind. No matter how much money you have in the world, no matter the financial freedom, it's like, I can imagine that situation, none of that matters, none of that's really important. So I don't know how this is truly going to end. I don't know what Angelina wants the end goal to be here, to be honest. I think that it could also be a case where he's still abusing her whilst he is with a new partner now. I'm gonna end it off by saying that, again, this can we can have another conversation if you want to get on into it. I just feel as though they're both clearly toxic in a sense, maybe one more than the other. I think the best thing that could probably happen for them is to just, I know they've gone their own separate ways, but like, just truly go their own separate ways. But also I think that Angelina just wants him to be held accountable, because for so long he's denied it and denied it and denied it. She just wants to see him take accountability because he's yet to do so. I think the kids are sick and tired of Brad Pitt. For Shiloh to literally want to spend her 18th birthday, go to the legal people, what do you call them? The people, court? She will happily spend her day in court if it means dropping her father's last name. I think there's something to be said in that. I wonder what all the other kids think about this. Like, I would love a statement from them, but also they've been through enough. Also, they need some peace. Like, oof. Oh my god, my nail is stuck. Oh, there we go. I'm good. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. This is absolutely devastating, but also not necessarily, like, I'm not necessarily that shocked. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think much surprises me in Hollywood anymore. But yeah, of course, down below in the comment section, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.